Ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of the month, and that means news. We're talking Minecraft, the Nintendo Switch 2, and some other things I've forgotten off the top of my head. All this and more on the Gift of Game podcast. What's up? It's me, your host, Darren Wade, today. Thank you. Right. Had it right from the top. I'm joined by the News Team Supreme. The gamer formerly known as Mr. Xbox Games Pass himself, Luke Maycock.
What's up, Darren?
And of course, the console-hating, PC-playing, lore-seeking, full-time Canadian himself, Chris Robbins. Gentlemen.
What's going on?
How are we?
Yeah, doing all right, man.
Good.
Nice, beautiful day. I think we got a heat wave coming, too. So.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, like a pretty nasty one. I think biggest in history, maybe?
Whoa, why I not heard about this?
Yeah, I haven't heard about it either.
Maybe I'm lying. Maybe
it could,
maybe
you could be right. We never, I think if I ever see a news article about a heat wave in Ireland, I go, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, heat waves here are just like...
Yeah, it's like a nice day most of the place.
Well, hang on a second. The man's on to something. Today, when we're recording this, it's a Saturday. 18 degrees. Tomorrow, 18 degrees. Monday, 18 degrees. Tuesday, 19 degrees. Wednesday, 20 degrees.
Nice.
That's an Irish heat wave by my books. Yeah.
As long as it doesn't get really mouldy and like rainy, that'll be great. Yeah, that'll be really nice. If there's a bit of sun mixed in there.
Yeah, it seems to be sunny. Yeah, it seems to be a nice time. We'll take that. Guys, it's been a while. It's been a month, I suppose. You know how we do this monthly. Yeah. What are you guys playing at the minute?
I'm actually struggling, man. I can't find anything that's really grabbing me. I been playing. Started playing Stardew Valley with my girlfriend co-op, so that's nice. Been fun and cute. But that's only like once, twice a week. Other than that, I don't know. Right now, I actually have a bunch of FOMO about some other games that are out, and I haven't.
Which ones?
So Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves looks cracked. It looks so good. I'm about to pull the trigger on that.
Was Fatal Fury the one that had Cristiano Ronaldo, or was that that one? Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, but I know.
That was a rough trailer.
It got worse because they released some, like, I think he was Swedish, some DJ, something Salvador Ganacci.
Oh,
and he's a goofy looking character, but like.
Is he the one that Maximilian Dude?
He looks like Maximilian Dude.
Because I've watched some of Max's streams, and I thought he was a custom character that Max.
No. That is some sort of DJ that they just threw in the game, which is wild.
Amazing.
But other than that, like Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered Shadow dropped.
Yeah,
and it's looking fantastic.
Yeah,
is it actually? They kept it faithful to, like, it has the same
jank.
The same jank and the Oblivion NPC interactions that we've all grown to love, and people are doing like side-by-side comparison videos. It looks really good, and it's reviewing well. And the third one, which is surprising, I completely forgot about it, but Claire Obscura Expedition 33.
Oh, I downloaded it.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah, I downloaded it the other day, just waiting to play.
Okay, you haven't fired it up yet?
No.
And despite how great it looks and how well developed it is and how well it's reviewing, we're in an age of, $90 games are around the corner, and this one released at
50
like 40
quid. 50 quid. Well,
it's 45 on Steam.
Well, so it was 50 quid is its price, but it's on sale with PlayStation Plus, I think, for 45 for for a little while. Maybe it's already done now. I don't know, but
brand new, day one release sale. Like, it seems crazy. I think they did that because it is getting kind of overshadowed by a lot of these other games out there.
Well, I feel real sorry for it. That imagine being this studio's debut game. And you put all that work into it, you release it at the same week that Bethesda decide to be like, hey, here's an Oblivion Remastered.
Here's an RPG.
that you've been waiting for years and years and years. The same fucking week. Yeah, I'd be feeling
I wonder if they did that on purpose, just to muscle them out. But I don't think they will. I think Claire Obscura is just going to build traction because
it's huge, man. Every review I've heard on it, everyone is absolutely singing its praises. Some of the guys I listen to podcast-wise have talked about it being their game of the year already. Wow. But I'm really excited to play it. I watched it because it was one of those ones where I saw it. I think it was at the Game Awards or Summer Games when it was shown. And I looked at that being like, that looks fucking amazing. And I
lost interest a bit when they said turn-based.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like
that's
not into it.
That's what clicked the switch for me, being like, fuck yeah, I'd give that a go.
I thought you hated turn-based.
I love turn-based. Yeah.
We shit on turn-based in one of these episodes.
I love turn-based because Final Fantasy X as well. So
I think I could be wrong. And Craig listens to the podcast after it's done, so he might give you some shit for this. But I think Craig might have shed on modern day. No, he loves Persona 5, so he would have loved turn-based.
No, Craig.
We had
Craig
a genre corner where we talked about games that we used to love.
Oh, yeah.
And now we hate them, and we both agreed on turn-based. It's just like we're not into them anymore.
The classic turn-based, yes. What Persona does and what this game looks like it's going to do looks a bit more exciting then.
Yeah.
Because there's a parry mechanic, and you have to perfect the move. So the whole time you have to be switched on. It looks like for Expedition 33.
Yeah, which I'm interested in because it might make me more excited about a genre I used to love, which is the turn-based RPGs.
For the record, Craig does not like turn-based. He did.
He plays most of them though.
He does play. Craig kind of plays everything though. Then like a lot of it he just shits on afterwards. But no, we're talking about Claire Obscura the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to play it, but it's turn based." I was like, "Oh, you don't like them?" And he was like, "Nah."
Well, he did. In fairness, he did just go through. I think the Personas, and he played through Metaphor, so he might just be burnt out.
Might be burnt out. Yeah, that's fair.
That's reasonable. So those are your FOMO games.
Big time.
I can respect that. Luke, what about you?
I am playing a lot of Disco Elysium at the moment, which I am totally in love with. I wish Kim Kutsuragi was a real person and he was my friend.
That sounds so lonely.
I know, right? It's awesome, man. It's so well written.
Yeah.
Like all the perspectives and the characters and everything are just so much more fleshed out than they have any right to be. And when I learned the story of the studio that made it, it was like I got it really quickly. Like why it's they put literally everything into it. Like that studio ended up having this like wild, fraudulent, hostile takeover where they fired all the creators of the game, and it's like a really messy kind of thing. But yeah, just this whole world and this whole like excellent writing about like poverty and like what's it like living in a ghetto and all this kind of stuff. It's just so cool. I'm loving it. I'm like lapping it up. It's great. And the only other little bit was that there was the Baldur's Gate 3 had their crossplay update.
Oh yeah,
I hopped on for a bit of that with my friend John, and that was ridiculously fun. Like that was immediately.
Yeah, they did the new classes too, didn't they?
Oh, did they have new
subclasses? Yeah, there's a new barbarian one. He's pretty excited about kicking things, I think, or throwing stuff.
That sounds fun.
It looked fun, yeah.
No, we didn't start a new one. John just hopped into my game like halfway through. Hopped in
nice.
Where I was at. You just had to roll a character up to whatever level I was on.
Yeah.
But it didn't take really long. Just did a paladin, Dragonborn paladin. And we played a little bit of that, and it was like we were only going to play. Literally, we were just setting it up to test it and see how it worked, like how you got crossplay working. And then we ended up playing for like an hour. It was just like goofing around, like breaking stuff. And he was walking around my game being like, wow, you killed everyone in this area. And I was like, was I not supposed to kill everyone in this area? Stuff like that. It was super fun.
Kill you next. You tell me. Don't stop telling me what to do.
Stupid Dragonborn, you just showed up here. This is my world.
Nice. I've fallen right back into the world of Call of Duty Warzone Verdansk.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. And I am having an absolute
you
blast.
Gave me fucking 100 guesses, and I always forget you were into that game.
Yeah, loved it, and then kind of fell out of it.
Do you play solo?
I did before. Now I'm on quads. I do quads now because I think.
But I mean, like, are you playing with any friends, or are you just going in?
No, I'm just going in with randos.
Pubs, eh? Fuck that.
Yeah. And it was it's been great fun. I won my third or fourth game after getting back into it. They have a great new mode, which is like Battle Royale Casual, which throws a few bots in, which means that sometimes going through the match, you can kind of build up a good loadout, a decent loadout, and get a few kills, so it doesn't feel like it's incredibly tough. And then the end kind of each round is always going to be that real squeaky bum time, you and all the other player characters. But yeah, I've been, because it's just pure original Verdansk. Like no flashiness, like all the standard contracts, the map standard. There's nothing bar the characters that people have. Like some people have some wacky characters, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are in it now and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so you see some you see some wacky characters running around the place. But fuck yeah, having
like
a blast.
Fortnite almost.
Yeah.
It has. It was kind of leaning to that, but still like way more realistic. But having a blast with that, and that's the only reason that I haven't started Expedition 33, because I know I want to have like a couple hours to kind of really get into that. And there was a time was it when I downloaded it on Wednesday or Thursday, where I had those couple hours, and I was like, I could start this amazing looking game, or I could get
I
sweaty.
thought it just released on, like, didn't it just release yesterday or something?
That was a couple of days.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Was it the 24th, Thursday that I downloaded it or something like that? I think.
Oh, yeah,
Tuesday
games usually release on a Thursday, don't they?
Maybe, yeah. I can't remember, but it was during the week. I had an opportunity to play it, a single opportunity to play it prior to today, and I chose to do Call of Duty.
Now, do you, like, would you be into other battle royales, or is it you just like the Warzone?
I gave lots of. I mean, like, played Fortnite for a good bit, but Fortnite people just got way too good at Fortnite for me to ever to continue enjoying it. I just remember turning it on after like a couple of breaks here and there, and it just being impossibly hard to get through. I enjoyed Fortnite, but kind of gave that up. Other battle royales,
because Bungie's got that new one coming out that like looks like it could be all right.
Yeah, what's
oh
that?
my god,
Marathon.
And
they have the cinematic trailer is made by the same animator that did The Witness and Jabaro from Love, Death and Robots. Jabaro is the one with the cyan girl in the water.
Yeah.
I think I've totally stepped on this. Bungie is doing. Is it like Marathon? Isn't that like Bungie's first ever game was Marathon? Like that. I
don't know. Bungie's making a game called Marathon, and it's not a battle royale. It's an extraction shooter, which I actually don't know what the fuck the difference is, but
anymore.
Yeah. Well, I think an extraction shooter is you can choose to do at least it was a version of an extraction shooter within Call of Duty, whereby you would have these tasks that you needed to do, and once you completed them, you could extract yourself from the thing. And there's loads of the players trying to do the same thing. So I guess it's kind of battle royale style, but like first in, first out, almost, as opposed to having to kill everybody else.
So the deep lore Marathon is a first-person shooter video game developed and published by Bungie and released in December 1994 for the Apple Macintosh. So this must be a spiritual.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, it was their first
shit.
It was like before. It was before Halo, and it was before Oni. Oni, also a great Bungie game on the PS2. So I guess this is an extraction shooter, like an Escape from Tarkov style, maybe.
Yeah. The problem is this one has a hefty price tag, and it's Bungie, so it's going to be full of microtransactions. And like, how you make an extraction shooter these days and not make it free to play, or at least just $20 is crazy.
It's a full price.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think actually it's not.
Like I've been playing.
They've said it is going to be a paid game, but they haven't announced the price because it's only in like beta. Like you have to request access.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because I think like with Call of Duty Warzone, I've been playing it on and off since it came out in 2021. Whenever Warzone first released, I haven't bought a single Call of Duty game. I just download that. Like, do you know what I mean? That's been free the entire time.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool. And I think the only money I put into it was when we got really into it during COVID, and myself and Colin and Craig were all playing. I bought a battle pass then. Yeah. And it was
because they have the battle passes where you can re-earn the currency to get the next one, right? Yeah, those are easy decision if you're playing the game enough.
Yeah, and we did that, and I think I got like battle passes, maybe the 4 ones after that. The season's just paid for by the in-game currency that I earned playing the game so much. So that was a pretty sweet deal. But yeah, that's what I'm playing. But I will get into Expedition 33 this weekend because I've been so stoked to play that game. I just the art direction. Luke, you and me were talking about it one evening because we were talking about what's the Xbox one? I can't think of the name.
South of Midnight.
Both those games look so interesting, and the art direction for both of them is just really, I think it looks beautiful in its own kind of weird way. Very jealous that Save the Midnight is an Xbox exclusive though, because I saw the showcase that was first released, and I said, "Damn, that looks like a really interesting game."
I thought they got rid of Xbox exclusives. I thought everything is coming to PlayStation.
Supposedly, yes, but like with lots of them, there's been no date given for the PlayStation stuff. Gotcha. Like Halo, they're saying will come to PlayStation, but there's still no sign of it. We got Forza Horizon, I think.
Sea of Thieves.
And Sea of Thieves, yeah. So those are the ones that you can. And Oblivion, yeah, I guess. Was that ever an Xbox exclusive?
No, I don't think it was an... Oh, no, it's not an Xbox exclusive, but Microsoft owns...
On Bethesda now. Yeah, so they could have made it, but yeah, Oblivion's available, the remaster on PlayStation, so only a matter of time. But gentlemen, we're here to talk about the news.
Yeah.
Not about all the games they're playing. And it was a quiet enough news month, apart from the Switch 2, which we've kind of got into a little bit. But I'll start off with this article from our own RTE News.
Oh.
Here in Ireland. About the Minecraft movie. This comes from Hugh Carr, and this is from the 13th of April. A moment of solidarity for the cinema workers of Ireland, please. Not only are they stuck indoors during the hottest week of the year so far, this is going back to when we had good weather, but they have also to contend with a viral trend that will likely leave them finding popcorn between every seat cushion for the next 5 years. Not bad for a film that had trailers so maligned it was initially anticipated to be 2025's cinematic disaster piece. The Minecraft movie had the biggest US opening of 2025 with an estimated total of over $300 million worldwide. It's the biggest opening for a video game adaptation of all time, smashing records set by the Super Mario movie and Sonic the Hedgehog, two of gaming's most iconic franchises. The reviews have been mixed, but what's been happening inside cinemas is what's truly captured the most attention. If you search for the Minecraft movie on TikTok, you'll be forgiven for thinking you are watching a Rocky Horror Picture Show screening gone horribly wrong. Young people throwing popcorn.
The rice and stuff like that? Rocky Horror Picture Show when they say let's have a toast and people would throw the toast? They were in the theater.
Yeah, and I think there was something with spoons as well for the Rocky Horror Show.
There was rice too.
That was the thing. Yeah,
it was a huge cult following.
And Minecraft is now the next one. Bless you, Luke. So, young people throwing popcorn everywhere, police driving to arrest cinema goers, and even a live chicken being brought in to watch its cartoon counterpart fight Jason Momoa. Clips of employees pleading with ticket holders not to shout chicken jockey during the film, only to have their requests immediately ignored, are a common thread. Where did all this chaos come from? For anyone familiar with the video game world, Minecraft was always bound to be a huge hit on the big screen. This past January marked the 14th anniversary of when I first bought Minecraft, making me one of the first million players out of the 300 million sold so far. Despite their reputations as critical duds, video game adaptations have been big business at the box office for the past decade. The Minecraft movie seems set to follow that trend, especially after the release of its initial teaser in September of last year. The teaser featured uncanny valley versions of in-game characters, strange lighting choices that gave every actor an unintentional halo, and Jack Black shouting exposition mere weeks after controversially stepping away from his band Tenacious D. However, all press is good press, and the sheer oddity of the trailer helped it go viral in the lead up to the film's release this past week. Every new clip revealed even more bizarre characters and dynamics, which had teenagers clamoring to see the full picture. Fan behavior at the cinema is nothing new. Midnight releases for Marvel films still draw large crowds, and indie music fans continue to dance in the aisles during Stop Making Sense. The Minecraft movie seems to have fallen into the same category as the, quote, gentle Minions meme of 2022, where young people dressed in full formal attire to watch Minions Rise of Gru. For some, participating in the meme is nearly more important than the movie itself, all in the hopes of gaining virality on their own social media pages. I've seen the Minecraft movie, and thankfully, my screening was fairly quiet thanks to the good weather we've been having. It's definitely worth a watch, though maybe bring a hat to avoid popcorn picking out of your hair on the way home. Are we surprised that Minecraft movie has done so well?
I'm surprised by everything I just heard from that article. Like, that article just made me realize, like, I'm old, man. I'm at a stage where I'm like, I don't understand these kids. Like,
there was a new
live chickens in the fucking movie.
Yeah, so the chicken jockey one's interesting because, Luke, do you remember we would have, now it's a good few years ago now, but we all played Minecraft when we were younger, but there was a period of time where you and me and our friends John and Danny set up a server that we took quite seriously for a while. We finished the game. I think we got a credit roll on that server.
Probably.
But that was at that stage there was new updates, and I was quite surprised. But there was this thing where you could have baby zombies riding chickens in certain dungeons that was like, wow, this is hilarious. But in the movie, they have the chicken jockey, like zombie, in it. And apparently people went fucking ape over that. Hence the live chicken being brought into the cinema. But I've seen the videos, and as much as I'm all for let's have some fun, some of it just seems pretty trashy though, you know? Going in and just like fucking large tubs of popcorn all over the place.
It's funny. It's interesting as well. It is like I don't know who it was that wrote that article, but
Hugh Core, I believe.
Hugh
Carr, excuse me, Hugh Carr.
Like he was saying, it is more a part of. It's more about taking a part in a meme. It's like the Morbius thing or whatever.
Planking.
Yeah, planking.
Yeah.
It's take the social partaking in the meme. That's the kind of most important factor. Not really like, again, Morbius, like it's more of a time going to see Morbius.
Yeah.
I actually never saw it, so I can't objectively say, but apparently it was a very bad movie and just like flopped and flopped and flopped. But people loved like partaking in the meme regardless of what the movie was like. So it's more about like socially partaking in something.
Yeah.
And I actually thought his take was a little bit cynical, where he was like, oh, people are kind of just doing it to record it for their own social media pages. Sometimes people just like being like in on the joke or in on the little thing that we're all doing. You know?
Yeah. Because the Minecraft movie has been critically slammed as it's not a good film, but it's breaking all the records, I guess, because it's A, Minecraft, and B, you can go around and just fuck shit up while you're in the screening, I guess. It seems to be the acceptable. There was one, I saw a picture from one cinema screening that actually had in it, because people go, when the chicken jockey arrives in the movie, that's when people throw all the popcorn and everyone goes mad. And one cinema had actually put up times in their staff room of the start of the movie and at what point chicken jockey comes into it, so they could be prepared to go in and just like clean up the mess, like do their best in that moment to take it. And I was like, that's pretty shocking, like, you know, that's the way it is. But yeah, Matt, Minecraft movie is better than Super Mario and Sonic. I'm sad because it's a bad movie.
Well, it did better.
It's
doing
better.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I think I'm sad.
Slow your roll there, bud.
Because Super Mario movie was quite good, and the Sonic, I haven't seen Sonic 3, but I really enjoyed Sonic 1 and especially Sonic 2. Thought they were good, like decent movies. Yeah. Super Mario movie was a simple one but well executed, and yeah, Minecraft's bad. I mean, I watched the initial trailer that came out, which is
just Jack Black as Steve just doesn't. And why is Jason Momoa in there?
I've no idea.
Yeah, is he? I actually don't know what the storyline is. God, we're so out of touch. Like,
But
is he the player character? Or
I've no idea, because there's a couple. There's like Jason Momoa and like 2 or 3 kids that all come into the Minecraft world, and I don't know how they get there or what the. But the thing about it is also that, like, you might say I'm out of touch, but I also don't care. I don't care for the Minecraft film at all. In terms of, there is no story in Minecraft apart from, like, here you go, you build your things, and that's.
Kill the Ender Dragon.
Kill the Ender Dragon or whatever. But there's no real narrative. The Super Mario movie had like I could understand how you'd make a movie out of Super Mario, go save Peach, I guess, save a princess type story. Sonic was quite cool, you know, meeting up with his friends Knuckles and Tails, and eventually in the third one fighting off against Shadow. They all have kind of like things, but with the Minecraft movie, I was like, I don't know how you make a start to finish movie that I could ever be really into.
Yeah.
But there's just no real narrative in Minecraft.
Realize the power of creativity and save the world. I don't know. Some bullshit, probably.
It's not bad. It's better than anything I'd hold up to it. Luke, do you have any plans to see the Minecraft movie?
I'd watch it, yeah. I swear, Chris was coughing before I started that sentence. No, I'd watch it. I kind of want to see what the... I want to know what the... Well, I know what the hype is about. It's just about, like, doing the meme. But I'd hate watch it. I hate watch movies. I'd watch it to be like, oh, it's going to be so bad. And then
I'd watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't going to no fucking theater and having popcorn.
No, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'd watch it if it was on a streaming service that I already... I'm not spending any money. I'm not going out of my way. But if it was on a streaming service I already had, yeah, sure, give it a go.
Yeah,
I want to know what the
CGI in it looks like... One thing I have to say, hats off to them, because the thing about the Super Mario movie, although it wasn't full animation, is that like that takes place pretty much in the human world, right?
Super Mario movie was in the Mushroom Kingdom.
In the Mushroom Kingdom.
And the end of the movie was
the end of the movie. They
yeah,
make it
okay.
out into the
And the Sonic movie is all based in the human realm. We don't really see Emerald Isle or the Green Hills or anything like that in Sonic.
You see the I can't remember what the stage is called, but the mushroom area. That's about it. Robotnik is in the mushroom area in the beginning of the second one.
Whereas Minecraft just went full throttle. You're just put into this world of cubes, and it looks weird. It looks really strange, but looks like they've kind of pulled it off, I guess. But yeah, I'm sad that a movie that's critically bad is done better than movies that are critically good. You know, for the meme. It's gonna make making good movies harder, Luke. You know, we want making good movies to be easier.
If people are enjoying it, like, I've absolutely no problem with it. I think it's rad. I think it's interesting. I think it's like when you have something like that. I think it's interesting because I know it's like I hope it's still impossible for studios to recreate that, like, memeableness. Like, that was done. The chicken jockey thing is like such a reference that only someone who's super into Minecraft is gonna get why it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And that's like that kind of esoteric knowledge. Like, studios can't deliberately do that. That comes from a place of love. And it's like, oh, the big community thing coming together. I think it's rad, even if it's a crap movie.
I think one of the things that I did appreciate that I saw as a little snippet from the movie was, I think they're walking through a villager's town and a pig with a crown walks across the path, and they're like, oh, what's that? And Jack Black goes, that's a legend, or he's a legend, or something like that. And that's based on, was it Technoblade was the kid who... Technoblade was a big streamer who played Minecraft loads, and I think he got quite sick, was it cancer or something like that, and kind of just was streaming while he was sick and became a big hit and passed away or whatever. So that was a pretty sweet thing that they put into the movie for him. The rest of it, though, I think just looks like just absolutely mental movie. But yeah, maybe Luke, a good hate watch. We'll get it.
Good hate watch. Yeah, why not?
Bring popcorn down here. We'll throw it all over the place.
yeah, let's do it. Ruin your apartment.
Next article here I have is the original Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion designer says Bethesda's remaster is so impressive it could be called Oblivion 2.0. This is coming from Michael Kripe at IGN from the 23rd of April. Quote, I was assuming this was going to be a texture update, end quote. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion senior game designer Bruce Nesmith has said Bethesda and Virtuous Oblivion Remaster is so impressive that he's not sure calling it a remaster actually does it justice. The mastermind behind much of what made the OG 2006 RPG so special shared his thoughts about the newly announced and released Oblivion Remaster during a recent conversation with Video Gamer. He touched on the blood, sweat and tears that went into bringing every inch of Cyrodiil? Yep. Is that cool? All right, to life. And that's why it's been such a shock to see Oblivion reimagined in nearly every way. Quote, I was assuming this was going to be a texture update. I didn't really think it was going to be the complete overhaul that they've announced it to be. I would not have batted an eye at that, but to completely redo the animations, the animation system, put in the Unreal Engine, change the leveling system, change the user interface, I mean, you're touching every part of the game. Nesmith said. Bethesda didn't officially mention Oblivion Remastered before its launch yesterday. Still, longtime fans have been left mostly impressed by the countless changes that range from shallow visual touch-ups to fundamental gameplay tweaks. Additions such as new sprint mechanic and the changes to the leveling system have many feeling like Oblivion Remastered is less of a remaster and more of a remake, and Nesmith is leaning the same way. Quote, "That's a staggering amount of remastering," he added. It almost needs its own word. Quite frankly, I'm not sure Remaster does it any justice. Elsewhere in the chat, he attempted to label what he's seen from Oblivion Remastered so far, and the closest he could come to was categorizing it as Oblivion 2.0. As fans gathered to appreciate the work that's gone into Oblivion Remastered, Bethesda has chimed in with its own explanation for how it came up with the name for its RPG re-release. In a statement posted to social media yesterday, the studio explained that it, quote, "never wanted to remake Oblivion. Instead, its focus was maintaining the experience players know and love while modernizing it for newcomers, warts and all." Quote, "We know many of our longtime fans will be thrilled to revisit Oblivion and the land of Cyrodiil," Bethesda's statement added. "But there are also so many who have never played it. We can't thank you enough for all the support you've given us and our games over the years. Our hope with this remaster is that no matter who you are, when you step out of the Imperial Sewer, you feel like you're experiencing it for the first time," end quote. Oblivion Remastered was revealed yesterday as a shadow drop from Bethesda. You can hop onto the reimagined version of Cyrodiil on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. And if you're an Xbox Games Pass Ultimate subscriber, it's available at no extra cost. Were you surprised? You guys both played Oblivion, right?
Yeah.
OG?
Yeah, I mean, I am a bit surprised that it is as good as it was. I knew it was always going to be good because just Oblivion, like, you just don't fuck it up, and it's going to do well.
Did you ever expect a remaster? Was that because it said that they officially, Bethesda never mentioned anything about this before?
I have a feeling they're going to go. I don't know why it took them so long, but I've always expected them to remaster not just Oblivion, but like go back and remaster.
Fallouts.
No, like Morrowind,
okay.
Redguard, Daggerfall. Yeah, like all the old Oblivions. I think this is officially opened the floodgates for it. Like they're going to start going back and touching them all up.
Any interest in? I mean, that was one of the ones you said you had FOMO on, Chris.
Yeah,
but do you reckon either of you will dip in?
I am thinking of firing up Game Pass again this month for Clair Obscura, South of Midnight, and what's coming at Doom, The Dark Age is coming at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And Dune Awakening's coming out too soon.
What is?
Dune Awakening.
Is that a tactical RPG or what's that?
Dune? No, it's open world survival craft on Arrakis.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So if I got all those in there for for 1 month, that'd be
all those going to be day one.
Their Game Pass Ultimate is all day one stuff, so it's like 18 quid, which I might just splash that out for 1 month, and then for €18,
yeah, you play like fucking all those games. Yeah,
Beats playing €90 for Mario Kart. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. So it seems like a bit of a no-brainer. I'll probably do that just to play it. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have been super motivated, just because Oblivion is so unbelievably janky as a video game. Like like the things you can do to break that game it's not difficult to break Oblivion. It's like it feels like it's held together with these shoestrings that just won't break at times. Like it just keeps chugging. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this is something that Bethesda could really easily have messed up. Actually, I think if they had have just reskinned it, I think it would lend more credence to the argument, which I kind of believe, that Bethesda has been riding the coattails of the modding community, that they haven't really made anything new in ages. And then obviously Starfield is the exception to that. Starfield critically received well. People stopped talking about it really quickly. But the fact that they did do Oblivion and they did remaster it and they did a good job is excellent advertising for the Elder Scrolls 6. Bethesda still got it and they still care, and they're gonna put out they're gonna put their best foot forward, hopefully, for Elder Scrolls 6. But other than that, I wasn't expecting it. I'm not super drawn towards it, but I give it a go. Yeah,
nice. And Chris, you reckon? I know you said you had FOMO, but is it one you're gonna consider purchasing?
I'll probably wait for a sale, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Especially they brought some of the quality of life changes from Skyrim into it, like something to do with the leveling and shit.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I was reading that and I thought it was quite funny that like sprinting was brought in, and I was like, sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
I would really struggle to play a game modern day that had no sprint, because you spend a lot of time. There's no mounts and stuff like that in Oblivion, is there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's mounts. You can get horses and that, but
yeah, one of the pre-order bonuses is horse armor.
Yeah, yeah, horse armor. That was some wild stuff back in the day. Yeah, no, there was no sprinting though. I think I could be wrong, but I think maybe crouch, like the button to go stealth was the left thumbstick, which is maybe that was remapped to be for Skyrim. My memory's failing me here, but yeah, no sprint would feel weird.
Yeah,
so stuff like that.
Bethesda, I would we consider Oblivion Bethesda's one of Bethesda's biggest games? That or Skyrim, I suppose.
Skyrim's bigger.
Skyrim's bigger.
Yeah.
Can you think of any other studios who's got like a classic game that you think probably deserves the same treatment?
Ooh.
Bloodborne. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, actually, true. Yeah. That's so free.
But I think 100%. That's just never going to happen now because
Sony says
Duskbloods. Yeah, Duskbloods. Yeah. I mean, they clearly wanted to, but Sony just didn't. Unless Sony owns the full rights and they can give it to like Blue Point.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Was that what you'd want? Would you want a Blue Point remaster of that game?
Yeah, they do great remasters. They did pretty well with Demon Souls. So.
True. Shadow of the Colossus was one that looked fantastic, but it played the exact same way the PlayStation 2 version did. That's Blue Point's whole MO. It's just the facelift. It's just the facelift, yeah. Which is fine, but I think when I was playing that, I was like, this game looks amazing, but plays really, really badly for Shadow of the Colossus. I remember climbing up some of the Colossus in that game, being like, oh, this looks amazing, but this is really hard. This is still really hard to do.
Do you have one locked in the chamber? Do you know one you want?
Yeah, I'd probably look at Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, but definitely Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to bring, because I played the final mix of Kingdom Hearts 1, and don't get me wrong, it's still old in terms of the jank, but it's definitely improved compared to the OG.
I think it plays really well. I played it recently as well. I think it plays really well.
Yeah, but I'd love like a modern day Kingdom Hearts 1, because I think in terms of Kingdom Hearts 1 has captured the most magic of the series for sure, and I'd love to play through that again. But I think they're probably going to have, touching again like that, like massive licensing issues and stuff, maybe to go back and because I wouldn't want to remaster that in terms of just skin touch up. I'd like it to be brought up to how well Kingdom Hearts 3 played, that kind of way, in terms of the gameplay and stuff like that. But that'd be my choice. Shocker, Chris, I know. I'm going to switch two news items around. This next I'm going to throw in the post show, and I'm going to go for one that was in the post show, and I'm going to put into the main news one I'm going to go through now. It's about Banjo-Kazooie. Maybe it's coming back. Someone from GameSpot by Jessica Cogswell from the 10th of April. No one is doing more for mascot platformers than Toys for Bob. Since 2018, the formerly Microsoft-owned studio has released the Spyro Reignited trilogy, the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy, Crash Bandicoot 4, and Crash Team Rumble, reinvigorating two beloved but largely stagnant franchises. Now, Toys for Bob co-studio head and creative director Paul Yan says the studio has its eyes on another iconic platforming series, Banjo-Kazooie. In a recent interview with Canadian Guy, which was... Hey, Chris, you know all about that.
Hey, guy, I know that guy. He's a buddy.
Which was then reported by Windows Central. Jan discussed Toys for Bob's upcoming projects. On top of seemingly teasing a new entry in the Spyro the Dragon series, Jan expressed the team's desire to work with Xbox on bringing back the dynamic bird and bear duo Banjo-Kazooie. Quote, one company we'd like to work with is one we're already working with, Team Xbox. They've been a great partner, and they also have a very interesting roster of characters that Toys for Bob could have a lot of fun with. The Honey Bear is the first one that comes to mind, I think. We can all agree that Banjo's been hibernating long enough, right? Jan said. Though this certainly doesn't mean a Banjo-Kazooie remake or reboot is already in the works, Toys for Bob's past work and relationship with Xbox makes this collaboration seem more like a matter of when than if. Despite the studio breaking apart from the Microsoft-owned studio Activision back in 2023, it's continued to work closely with Xbox and is currently collaborating with the company on an upcoming project that many speculate to be Spyro the Dragon 4. Though Jan said he, quote, can't spill the beans just yet on the upcoming project. He assured fans that development is going well. Quote, I say that we're very much in the thick of development. The team is very thrilled about how this experience is shaping up. This game is big and ambitious and pushes our craft to new heights, end quote. Prior to leaving Activision, Toys for Bob had been moved from working on the whimsical platformers it's known for to assist the Call of Duty series as a support studio. According to a former senior concept artist, Nicholas Cole, the team was also forced to scrap Crash Bandicoot 5. After 86 employees were laid off from the studio as part of Microsoft's 2023 mass layoffs, the studio sought and was given independence. Would we welcome Banjo-Kazooie?
I think
I would, yeah. Banjo-Kazooie, like the very first Banjo-Kazooie was an absolute banger, but like they just fucking continuously dropped the ball with it afterwards.
You didn't think any of the ones afterwards were any good? Banjo-Tooie
I never actually played Banjo-Tooie.
Banjo-Tooie was okay. I can't remember anything about it. There was a third one, right?
Yeah, Nuts and Bolts.
Nuts and Bolts. I don't remember anything about that. But I remember Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie being...
There was two after, wasn't it? Nuts and Bolts, and wasn't there another one?
I don't think so. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe there was, yeah.
Yeah, I think of the two, like Nuts and Bolts was the really big crash. That's when you had to build a car and shit, right?
Yes, yeah, it was. No, yeah, that could go really hard. But again, like, if Toys for Bob does what they do best, which is take like a really good
Platformer.
game.
Do they do it best though? I didn't hear anything fantastic about the new Spyro or anything like that.
Well,
did I?
So there hasn't been a new Spyro. They just did the Spyro trilogy, and they did the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, and then they did the Crash Bandicoot 4, and that was quite well received. Which was
it? Okay.
the what was that one called again? At a time. Oh, it's just titled Crash Bandicoot 4 here, but I think it had a thing to do with time as well. And Crash Team Rumble, I think, is a fairly was under the radar meh kind of game. I was hoping that one was going to be really cool because it reminded me a little bit of Crash Bash. Do you remember Crash Bash?
I do.
One of my favorite multiplayer games of all time on the PlayStation 1. But yeah, I'd love to see them do Banjo and Kazooie. And I think as Smash Brothers fans, and I occasionally play as Banjo and Kazooie on that game, but I look at that and say, yeah, I'd love to see him coming back out of the woodwork.
I feel like Xbox is lacking one of those kind of games. Like PlayStation has Astro Bot now. Nintendo has Mario and the upcoming Donkey Kong. What does Xbox have as far as one of these like platformers?
That is a good question. I don't think
nothing. I think I don't think they really have anything. I think their strategy maybe like 10 years ago was to swipe up and up indie studios so that they would have a platformer, but that's not paid dividends for them. No, I don't think they have really anything in the way of their own mascot platformer. Nah.
Which Banjo would be a great mascot though if they could lay claim to that.
True. They own Rare, so
yeah,
they own the rights to Banjo. I think that'd be pretty free.
And I think the Crash N-Sane trilogy and Spyro did quite well when they came back on the scene. Lots of people were like delighted to go back and play them.
I loved the Spyro.
I didn't get into that one. I did the Crash one, which I thought was great, but I didn't get into the Spyro one. But I've got great memories of playing Spyro in your house back when we were fucking
I was a big Spyro kid back in
12 or whatever. Yeah. Great game. Right, gentlemen, this is kind of a bit of a big article, this next one, and I kind of want to break it down, not talk about the stuff that we kind of already know about the Nintendo Switch 2, but to talk about maybe our thoughts on... I've got an article here about the launch titles and where we think it might be kind of succeeding or failing.
Oh, God. This is going to be a rough one.
So this is coming from Dalton Cooper in Gamer Rant from the 25th of April. So far it seems like the Nintendo Switch 2 will have 5 exclusive games at launch, along with 4 ports of existing games that will have some notable Switch 2 exclusive functionality and content. The Nintendo Switch 2 release date is for June 5th, and it looks like the next generation home console handheld hybrid will be launching with at least 22 games. Initially, Nintendo confirmed 20 Switch 2 launch games. Since then, a couple more games have been confirmed for the lineup. Sega announced that Sonic X Shadow Generations would be a Switch 2 launch title, and it also revealed that Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster will be available for Switch 2 on day 1 as well. Those lucky enough to have secured Switch 2 pre-orders may be wondering what launch games are exclusive to the new system so they can prioritize those, and, as it so happens, there are 5 Switch 2 exclusives confirmed at the time of this writing. When the Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th, it will be doing so with Bravely Default, Flying Fairy HD Remaster, Mario Kart World, Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, and Survival Kids as its exclusive launch games. Like that's
garbage.
That's grim, isn't
garbage.
it? Isn't that
Mario
grim?
Kart that's really all you need though. So.
What was the last one?
Survival Kids. I mean, I saw the trailer. I think they played a little section of it when they did the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and it looked kind of fairly average. Really. Mario Kart World is clearly the crown jewel of the Switch 2 launch lineup with a special $500 bundle available that includes the console and a digital copy of the game. Fast Fusion, a futuristic racing game, will also be available for racing game fans on the Nintendo Switch 2 launch day. Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster, meanwhile, is a remaster of the 3DS JRPG classic.
Fucking hell. With
some new mini-games and fresh quality of life improvements thrown in the mix. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour is effectively a tech demo tutorial of sorts that walks players through the Switch 2's unique features, while Survival Kids is a co-op survival game from Konami.
Yeah, but that tech demo is paid.
Paid, yeah. Crazy. 4 other games coming to the Switch 2 at launch aren't technically exclusives, but they will have noteworthy exclusive content. Puzzle game Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S includes the exclusive new 2v2 Puyo Tetris Doubles mode, while both Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are getting significant performance boosts alongside compatibility with the Nintendo Switch app's Zelda Notes feature. And finally, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut is an enhanced port of Yakuza 0 that comes with brand new cutscenes and the Red Light Raid online multiplayer mode that comes complete with 60 playable characters. The rest of the Switch 2 launch games are titles that are available on other platforms, but are definitely still worth a look. Split Fiction is one of the highest rated new game releases of the year, and it'll be on Switch 2 day one, while Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition gives Switch 2 owners the chance to take the critically acclaimed CD Projekt Red game on the go. So here's the other Switch 2 launch games. Civilization 7, the Switch 2 edition, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition, Deltarune Fortnite, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess, Hitman World of Assassination, Hogwarts Legacy, Nobunaga's Ambition, Awakening Complete, Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma, Sonic X Shadows Generation, Split Fiction, Street Fighter 6, Years 1 to 2 Fighters Edition, and Sudoku 1 and 2 HD Remaster. Some of these games feature special controls on the Switch 2, like how Civilization 7 supports the Switch 2 mouse controls. It's entirely possible that even more Switch 2 launch games will be revealed between now and the console's launch on June 5th, but if you want to look beyond the launch date, Nintendo has confirmed some major titles that are coming to the Switch 2 by the end of the year. These include enhanced Switch 2 versions of existing Switch 1 titles, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Kirby the Forgotten Land, as well as upcoming Switch 1 games like Metroid Prime 4, Beyond, and Pokemon Legends ZA. Where are we going here? As far as pure Switch 2 exclusives go, there is new sports games Drag X Drive launching this summer, as well as the highly anticipated 3D platformer Donkey Kong Bonanza on July 17th. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment and Kirby Air Raiders are releasing from the Switch 2 this holiday season, while 2026 will see the launch of the brand new From Software PvPvE game, The Duskbloods. Nintendo is clearly coming out swinging when it comes to the Switch 2, and it will be very exciting to see what new console brings to the table months and years to come. I do not agree with that last statement. I do not agree with that last statement.
An interesting one. I just had to look this up. You mentioned Fast Fusion was one of the titles.
Yes.
It's like a Wipeout clone. That's releasing for €15.
Okay.
Like what? Oh, it's a launch day title, a racing game, like a Wipeout-esque thing.
15
releasing
quid.
for €15. I had to double check that the price was right and like look at articles, and people are like,
because most companies aren't as fucking crazy as Nintendo.
yeah, but
90 or 80 euro for Mario Kart
mental.
Deluxe or
It's
digital.
yeah,
mental.
€15 for this racing
I
game.
tell you, if fucking Microsoft gets their shit together, releases this handheld console with like Steam compatibility and still has Game Pass, it might just crush Nintendo.
See, I would like to agree with you on a purely financial perspective, but Mario is Mario, man. People will still beat that shit up.
You don't like. That's 90 to us. That in Canada, that's like 100 and probably like 30 after tax.
So is it, because this is the thing I'm wondering, they said the bundle in dollars, the US dollars, is 500, which is what it is here in euros for us as well if we get the Mario Kart bundle. The Switch is 450.
Yeah.
Or is it 400? No, it is 450. Yeah.
450.
So I wonder if it's the same price across the board. Is it going to be? It couldn't be $120 fucking dollars to buy.
Yeah.
CAD. Yeah.
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 That's
It doesn't
fucking
have
mental.
regional pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's messed up.
I read that article a couple of days ago before putting this in. I was like, oh, I have to put this in because it was just a really sad read. It was a really sad read. I was like, man, I thought I was going to be. And I watched the direct and I was pumped for Nintendo Switch 2. But I was reading this being like, Jesus Christ, that is so grim.
Yeah, it's a scary. Yeah, I think we shouldn't endorse it. We shouldn't pay money for the expensive things. But
But we love getting expensive things, Luke. You know, love buying. It's like people were going mad about the pricing for the Switch 2 and the pre-orders were gone like that, you know?
I don't think the console is priced unreasonably. I still, like, I stand by that. I think the pricing for the console is fine. I just think the games are and have always been priced unreasonably, even on the Switch 1. Like, it's the one thing, I love my Switch. It's the one reason I tell people not to get a Switch. If someone comes to me and says, oh, like, seeing your Switch, think it's really cool, I'm thinking of getting one, I would be like, it is, I love it, but every game costs 60 quid. If you buy 3 games, you're going to be out like 200 quid. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. It's
nuts.
And especially for a console that is more tailored towards children,
kids. Yeah,
how many parents are going to like buy their kid this $90 game that they're going to play like for a couple hours and never touch again?
Such a money sink.
And I even have a worse idea about like the future of Nintendo is, you know how they never drop their prices?
Yeah.
Like Mario Kart 8 is still what?
Still 60? Yep.
Like, and now this one's going to be 80 to 90. I bet you the next one's going to be 100. And then after that, 120. Like, they're just going to get more. That's how they're going to like adjust to inflation.
I read an interesting article that really kind of, I was like, wow, sad times ahead for the pricing of video games in general. But Nintendo pricing their games at this has probably opened the floodgates for AAA developers to go a bit crazy with their things, because we know that GTA 6 is going to be spenny Like we know the GTA 6 probably as a standard price is going to be £100, I would say. Easy. I don't think it's going to be any cheaper than that. And that'll be for the standard edition. And they're probably going to be a bit more motivated to put that pricing in now that Nintendo's charging. I mean, like, you can pay £10 more to play Grand Theft Auto 6 than to play Mario Kart World. Do you know what I mean? Like, in Grand Theft Auto 6 is one of the most sought after games ever. But does that mean that games going forward now were £100 a pop? Do AAA games follow suit?
I think so.
Probably.
Except for the other companies like Fusion Frenzy or whatever that was.
Yeah.
The
That's
15
still
quid.
just like, we need to get noticed. Or Claire Obscura, who just throwing it out there like, yeah, we're not that well known, so like let's drop the price a bit. And
yeah, but I guess all the big studios can just, I guess, charge what they almost want now.
And surely the day is coming where some studio, in a desperate attempt to get noticed and lower the price of their game, releases it at £60 instead, and we all go, "Oh, I remember the time when that was like
standard
the
pricing.
maximum pricing for a new game." Yeah, sad times ahead indeed.
so, and this is also like piracy is going to go through the roof. And they got to figure out how to bring back like renting games.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
That's why. That's why I think like these paid monthly services where you get like the free games or something are, they have to work, I think.
And in fairness, like, we're the digital world that we live in, which I thought was quite cool. I hadn't watched the Batman yet,
Right.
and I was looking at how to watch it, and I can't remember what streaming service it was on that I had it, but it was available to rent for like $3.99. I clicked 2 buttons, boom, had the movie for 48 hours, got to watch
The
it.
Batman with
Robert Pattinson, Batman.
Yep.
Yeah, that's on Netflix.
Oh, I don't have that. Maybe I got it on something. Oh, it's just on Netflix. I don't have Netflix. Damn it. So I paid. I think it was maybe because I had Amazon for Wheel of Time. So I must have
Amazon,
maybe
you can get literally everything. Like
to rent
you
or
can
to
rent
buy.
anything.
Yeah.
Like their selection itself is kind of shit.
Yes.
But like you can rent anything.
Their rent stuff
which is
looks
pretty
great.
dope.
But I mean, like, that was so easy, and I love to be able to do that. Like, you go into an option, you can just rent Mario Kart World for like
It'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have to worry about late fees because it would just be a digital version.
So it would
Takes
lock
it
you
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like like any Game Pass game. When Game Pass is gone, the game's still on your console. You can't play it. You can't load it up.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Which I mean, they do have to protect their,
No, absolutely. I get it.
investment somehow.
Yeah, true. I'm not sure. It sounds pretty dystopian, but I don't know. I don't know how on board I am with the rental thing.
I asked you guys before, we did a news thing maybe 2 months ago asking, or maybe it was last month's news episode, where I asked you guys, do you think Nintendo will be able to put anything in place to stop the pre-orders being an absolute disaster? You both said no, that they won't be able to do anything. You were both proven correct. The pre-orders have been, especially in the States, an absolute disaster.
Yeah.
And I think they had problems because of the tariffs. The Switch kind of delayed its release.
I've
I
heard
think
this.
some of this pre-order stuff is maybe a little fabricated.
The
Because of-
price hikes? Or
because like pre-orders are sold out, which how do you sell out on something that like you haven't made yet? I don't know.
But
Like,
it's, I suppose...
I think it's the whole like a lineup outside your club idea. You know how you have like an empty club, but you still like
have a line.
make sure you have a lineup because it makes people like, oh, that place is popping. So
I'm
I
sure-
think they're kind of doing the same thing. They're like holding back some of the
I'd say
pre-sale
there's
stuff.
a bit of that going on, but also they do have to like plan for manufacturing. Like they have to make the physical consoles and they have to plan that process, and they can only plan it up to a certain number of units theoretically.
Is it sold out everywhere too, though, or is it just the States?
The
'Cause
States-
they could have just
I
given
couldn't-
the States a low amount because they're worried about like
the pricing. Well, it's so
well,
interesting.
they're worried about like the train wreck of like the price. Like,
the
pretty much.
administration and
Who
stuff.
knows?
Yeah.
It could be like 1,000% tariffs within a week.
So they
Like,
have
nuts.
Yeah, he is
Sorry,
nuts.
different kind of news. Yeah, let's stray from that.
No,
Yeah.
but the cost of the console itself has not gone up, but the cost of the games and accessories for the Switch 2 have gone up in the States, I think, price-wise. But yeah, so they're all out. There was no pre-orders that I could find here available anymore. I wasn't like jumping on the day one and be like, I'm going to get a pre-order here. It wasn't my jam, and I was thinking about it at some point. And I was like, check if there's any there, but I've checked all out and all of like Smiths and Currys and everything here in Ireland, and there's no sign of any pre-orders available.
When I saw Dustbloods and the Mario Kart trailer, I started thinking about it. I was like, oh, well, what if? But like once I sat back and like stewed on the idea of paying these prices, I was like, there's no fucking way. I might not get one at all.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is we sit here and we talk about those prices, and with any other company or game developer or whatever, we'd always say, wait for it to go on sale. I'll wait for it to go on sale. It just won't happen.
Yeah, it's never
It's just never going to happen. You'll have to wait for the Nintendo Switch 2 Lite to get a Nintendo Switch 2 for a cheaper price, you know? And the games will just never go down. Like, imagine that. We'll have Mario Kart World Deluxe 10 years from now, still $90, like, you know?
Yeah, and then Mario Kart fucking, what would it be, like 11 or something, will be like 140 or something.
Yeah, man. Crazy times.
Praise Lord Gaben. I'll be all right.
You'll be okay.
I'll be all right.
Under the stewardship of Steam.
Valve and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's absolutely showing us the way. Gentlemen, is there any other news topics you want to talk? Anything other in the news this month that you were like, hey?
It was, but I just
the Switch 2. That was kind of it. Like I was really troping through like Kotaku and IGN and stuff like that, and there was plenty of things there, but nothing that I thought was of real consequence, with the exception of the Switch 2 and the few other bits that I put in. But I thought it was a quiet month, all considered.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have talked about tariffs, but let's not go down that road.
Yeah.
The shadow drop of Oblivion was pretty big.
That's pretty fire. That's a nice bit of gaming news to have in there for the month. I'm happy.
And I do miss the ideas of shadow drops. You know what I mean? I don't see that happen enough sometimes.
Yeah.
Because didn't in the trailer, didn't he say, and Oblivion will release, and does he look at his watch or something like that in the trailer when the guy's talking about it from Bethesda, and he goes, now. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
I don't know. Like, it was weird because I was watching I was watching the event live, and when I was watching a streamer watch the event live, but he had already had it downloading. So he already knew before at the end where they made an announcement, it's
I heard
now,
because that was the weird thing.
There must have been a leak or something.
There must have been, because what I thought was interesting about it all was that 2 days before, I saw some murmurings on Reddit, people saying, Bethesda Oblivion announcement tomorrow. And then tomorrow came and nothing happened. And then they talked again, being like, oh, no, they're dropping a remastered Oblivion tomorrow. It's going to happen. And then the next day they had the message and stuff. And I was like, weird. And like, I had not heard a single iota of talking about Oblivion Remaster prior to these like 2 days on Reddit. And I was like, oh, where the fuck did that come from? Like,
that's impressive that they kept it stum until like 2 days out. That's some good leak protection.
Yeah. I guess it's it for April news, gentlemen.
Yeah,
it's been a pleasure to have you both on. We're going to go to the post show where we're going to talk about Hades 2, an Astrobot movie. Speaking of platformers and movies, and what is in store for Mario in the 3D world.
We have Hades 2 news.
We have Hades 2 and Switch 2 news. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we do indeed. Luke, thank you so much for hopping on. Chris, thank you so much for hopping on. And if you, our listeners, want to check out what we got going on the post show, check out patreon.com/The Gift of Gaming, where for the cost of coffee a month, less than the cost of a coffee a month, because we know how expensive coffee's gotten, you can check out just rakes of new things that are there. So to our listeners, as always and forever, keep enjoying the gift that is gaming. Peace out.